This is the Quiver podcast.
Hail gonna hail to the alma mater. Hail to De La Salle.
Welcome to the Quiver, a Green fans podcast, and today we'll be talking about the LaSalle Green Hills Greenies. And but before we get into that, please don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. We're available on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and other places as well. But getting into it, and I think we want to talk about this very quickly, is LaSalle Green Hills. The in the NCAA Juniors, ended up in second place after having an abysmal start to the season, be it a four-way tie in second place. Now, I'm joined tonight by Fonso and Vic. Maybe you guys want to talk quickly about uh, what happened this season, just at a very, very high level.
In general, yun nga, we did not start well. We started out at 0-2. Tough losses. First one in overtime opening game versus Mapua. And then on our next game against Perpetual. We're in against Perpetual where we were ahead by double figures. And then habol tayo ng fourth quarter until eventually we lost the game. Then we racked up five straight wins, and then we dropped another tough loss against the number one team, Letran Squires. And then we ended up the elimination round yesterday with a, I should say, statement win against San Sebastian. Statement because it's basically a do or die situation yesterday, but the team pulled it through. They played a very terrific ball game against another playoff contender in Baste.
Yeah, Vic summarized it well. This is the first year of Coach Renan Nutalo and his coaching staff, uh, being the leaders of the LaSalle Green Hills Greenies team under program head Coach Cholo Villanueva. So all things considered, at least at this point in time, I think we could say we've done very well. To Vic's point, the three losses were winnable games, but we just lost control one way or another. We're also, I think, and Vic could correct me here, we're also very veteran laden. A bulk of this team will graduate this year, so in many aspects,
Yep,
it is sort of all or nothing. Na there's 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 no better time but to make the most out of these seniors.
correct.
But
Agree.
this season, that being said, first season coaching staff, veteran team. But on paper, at least for the games that we were able to catch, out of I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Vic. Out of 16 players, there's a usual eight-man rotation that Coach Renren is relying upon every game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh, the starters are usually Alian, Izon, Romero, albeit he got injured in the last one or two games. That's why he wasn't available in the San Sebastian game.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Gagate, Pablo. Off the bench are the likes of Mesias, Gomez as a backup point guard, and Rivero.
Yeah, and I think another big in Zaragoza,
Yes,
the
Zaragoza.
player wearing the number 20 jersey, if
20
I'm not
jersey.
mistaken. Yeah.
So, all in all, I guess uh, from a macro perspective, we could be contented, all things considered. And we also cannot disregard the fact that it's a single round robin
Yeah.
format.
Laking
So,
bagay nun, eh.
laking bagay. So, in a sense that those first two losses could already have dictated the season, but kudos to Coach Renren and the players. They had a five-game winning streak after. And then Letran was a sort of wake-up call. But Consuelo de Boys, they're favored this season, but hopefully we improve and we maybe meet them down the line if ever we make it to the finals, and hopefully for a better result.
Okay, so like obviously, like we have a long break now, and before our next game, and
Yeah, about
like Yeah.
About more than a week. Tama. Oh, kasi Thursday yung game pa natin eh. Tama.
Yeah. I mean, more than a week from this recording, maybe saktong a week when this is out. So,
Yeah, yeah. Agree,
yeah.
agree. Tama, tama, tama.
Uh, so, which of the losses um did we did we feel hurt our chances the most? Or at least, or perhaps, where did we learn the most?
I think for me, it was against Letran. Kasi sila yung favorite team eh. Sila yung top team entering the tournament. So, I hope we learned sa game na yon to be much more composed towards the end game. Given na talagang strong five, kung tutuusin, strong five lang talaga eh. So, dapat the more na pagod ka, the more na nag-iisip ka, the more na mentally composed ka. So, I think yun yung learning na pwede nating dalhin moving forward no sa playoffs. And probably siguro pwede rin if you look at it the other way, magkaroon ng uh, how would I say this? Mas kumpiyansa or mas magkaroon ng lakas ng loob yung bench guys na pinapasok ni Coach Renren. Kasi I think may factor na rin yung fatigue on that Letran game eh. Kasi Letran, I think 12 man deep sila eh. So, and then I remember on that game nag ano pa sila they are using platoon Coach Alan Ricardo is using a platoon sub. So, ganun sila kalalim. So, pagdating ng fourth quarter, our guys medyo meron na ring fatigue setting in. So, yung pahinga natin that we're talking about, it can be a double-edged sword kasi it's good since makakapahinga since we have literally limited rotation playing every Monday, Wednesday, Friday sa elimination round. But then, yun nga, pwede ring magkaroon ng kalawang. So, pero may tiwala naman ako kila Coach Renren, Coach Mac, Coach JB, and Coach Marco. So, I think they know what to do naman on those types of situations to keep our players ready for the virtual best of three. And to add, dun sa Letran game na yon, ang nag-stand out sa Letran yung off the bench players nila, hindi yung starters eh. So it goes to show na yung advantage nila na malalim sila dun, yun yung naging edge nila against us on that team.
Yeah, you touched on a good point here where Letran is tough to beat, like they're 12 man deep. But like going back to that game, right? Like um LaSalle Green Hills was leading in stretches, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we were
Oo.
not
Twice.
down.
Twice yun. Twice. Twice. Two stretches in the game that we were leading.
Yeah, exactly. So like even though it's an 8 man rotation where probably versus their 12, we seem to be able to go toe to toe with them, and perhaps you're right, it might just be that composure piece, especially like
Mm.
towards the game. Yeah.
So yun. So yun yung sana I think dun yung making adjustment ng ating coaching staff going into the playoffs.
Okay, now let's move on and talk about some of our more notable wins. And for me, I think it must have been our first win, or not the first. Sorry, I think the second win of the season against San Beda. I think that was big for LaSalle Green Hill.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think that was in itself a statement win that um yes, we may not be at the level of Letran, but given the tie for second place, where San Beda is also one of those teams, you felt that that was a season defining win. I mean, of course, aside from this, the last win against San Sebastian, wherein we were able to gauge ourselves that uh, we're definitely title contenders. While there may be a gap with Letran, we're not that far off talent wise. So, and San Beda also have their own set of star players. I mean, top of my mind, Jubilia, one of them, and I forgot. I think there are one or two others. So definitely, it was a great win to beat San Beda.
Okay. Now obviously, like this is a team game, but now I'd like to talk about some of our standout performers. And so, Vic and Fons, who do you guys think is our standout greenie for this season, and who's been the one carrying for it for us?
Sige, I'll go first. Syempre given yung Pablo and Gagate, since I think they're the tallest players in the league sa tournament na to, no? They are kumbaga sila talaga yung the first thing that will come into your mind pag sinabi mo for this season, pag binanggit mo Lasal Vinil, silang dalawa talaga yung papasok sa utak mo. But then I think I have to really give everybody yung strong five ni Coach Renren. I really have to give them credit kasi there are times na ano pa rin eh. Syempre, it's sa high school. For me, wala pang hinog talaga na player. So, may instances talaga na importante rin yung ginagawa ni Ison, Mesias, and Alian in probably some stretches or for the full game itself. So, para sa akin, standout yung dalawa, si Pablo and Gagate, pero I cannot really take away the credit din dun sa tatlong supporting cast nila because it really opens up yung game ni Pablo and Gagate inside the paint eh. Kasi those three are shooters eh. So it really opens up the space for Pablo and Gagate to operate.
Eason had timely baskets last game against San Sebastian when the league was
Oo,
get
grabe.
was 10 points and below na. Siya yung parang yung pamatay sunog.
Clutch yung tatlo, G. Clutch yung tatlo. Si Ison, si Mesias, and si Alian. Clutch yung tatlo yan. Wala akong... I mean, Pablo and Gagati will do the work inside the paint. Pero if you need clutch baskets, so sa mga panalo natin, yung tatlo really, yung tatlo talaga nagde-deliver when you needed them the most.
So obviously, like we've talked about the team, the players, and the team has been on an upward trajectory with Coach Renren, and obviously, like we're excited to see how far they could go. And here it at the Quiver, we think they are title contenders and can have a good shot at the title for that matter. But what about next season, right? Like, not taking away that this season isn't over, and obviously we'll talk about the Greenies as they progress through the final four phase. But if this is an all or nothing season, is this enough motivation for them to push forward? And what's it gonna look like in next season?
If in terms of motivation, yes, full full motivation for the team kasi yun nga eh bulk of this play parang if I'm not mistaken mas bilang sa daliri yung maiiwan kaysa yung sa mga graduating players eh. So ano talaga to, dapat andun yung gana, andun yung nga, maging fully motivated to win it all, really. Kasi after this, the team will rebuild na. Kasi I think Eason will still have playing years, but most of the players are playing on their last eligibility year, including si Coronel na out for the season. So hindi na siya nakapaglaro for this season 98 na tournament. It's a good thing to end this era of players with the championship, and then yun medyo ano tayo moderate to low expectations, I should say, starting for season 99 kasi we will be undergoing a rebuilding phase na for the team.
Okay, so that being said, like and just to end this episode, there's a big chance for our greenies, and we've only had that one championship. We've gotten close a couple of times, but we've only had one, and this is a great chance for this team to put up another banner in the St. Benil gym, and hopefully defy expectations and win it all. Now, obviously, it's tough to watch them right now, not because they're not playing well, but it's because the games are early in the morning and they are far. But we'd like to invite everybody, of course, to watch their games, and if not, support the team by watching the live stream on the GMA Sports Facebook page. So that's it for the Quiver, and thank you for listening to this episode. And for more LaSalle related sports news, please subscribe to our channels. Thank you, and Animo LaSalle.
And never shall we fail. Hail to